Making it known today that my team and I are launching a campaign for the nomination for president for the Libertarian Party. We're very, very excited about it. We know that this is very early. We think that that fits with our overall strategy of having an important story to tell and making up a deficit in terms of name recognition. But we believe that we are going to have the singular campaign with the combination that we do of a background in terms of decades in public policy and public service, a complicated story to tell in the sense that we're going to be out there with very, very bold messaging, biting off the big issues the Libertarian Party has been behind traditionally and recently, and to back all of that up with very real world solutions, the kind of solutions I think I can bring to bear as a practitioner for so many years as a law enforcement officer and as an economist. We have to stop politicizing the way we go about fiscal policy and monetary policy. The reason we're headed into a recession right now is not because we haven't had enough government intervention. It's because we've had too much. And now we're in a situation where the Fed, even if it had the correct tools and all the smarts in the world, can't get us out of it. The White House has been in the business of politicizing how we spend money for decades and decades and decades, and it doesn't help.
Your take, I guess, on this proverbial culture war, and let's maybe focus on this specific issue as we talk about it from a school choice perspective or parental rights perspective.
Yeah, I would argue that the school choice issue is an economic and community development issue as much as it is a culture war issue. I know a lot of Republicans like to turn it into a culture war issue, and the Democrats want to characterize the Republicans as doing so. But the truth of the matter is there is not a more important issue to the development of our entire society than ending this pernicious notion that public schools should have a monopoly over the expenditure of money that is collected for the purposes of education. Someday, maybe generations from now, we may be in a position where we can end government involvement in education completely, but we are not on the doorstep of that happening. And I do believe that the next step to getting there is to making the money that is collected for education available, no matter how you choose to educate your kid. One of the things that I've spent many, many years researching and working in, both as a police officer and as an economist, is how do we break the endless cycle of intergenerational poverty? This is the result of bad government policy. It's the result of bad schools that are protected by monopolies, bad zoning and housing ordinances, bad subsidization, our government's intervention in everything from family structure to education. And we need to get out of that and let people develop their lives in a healthier, more efficient, and more robust fashion. We need to make a strong, bold case that the Libertarian Party needs to focus on how we reach out beyond our own borders to the rest of the United States and do so with bold messaging, big, bold objectives, and to back that up in very realistic fashion to be able to address the issues that people care about in their own lives on a personal level.